Hi, my name is Shazwan Iskandar bin Saari. I'm from University Malaya. So today my invention product title is NATSPONGE. Now I would like to explain briefly about my product. So before we are going to explanation about my product, I think it's better to explain how I came up with this idea. So a sponge in the filter for I use it for an aquarium and formal water is because of we want to ensure that the water is always safe for aquatic life, because aquatic organisms, they rely on water very much. They rely on the quality of the water, the pH of the water, and the ingredient in the water. And usually we use synthetic sponge, which in the market, the synthetic sponge are made up of 3 basic ingredients. So the first one is cellulose, derived from wood pulp, which is, we know that cellulose gives the toughness to the plant, but we don't want the high toughness. So that to soften it, we will use softener. So, and the second ingredient is sodium sulfate, the third hand fiber, and the last one we use bleach and dye. Okay, a sponge filter is used together with air pump to draw aquarium or tank water through the porous sponge. This action is actually, we want to separate the foreign particles from the water so that we can give a high quality of water to the aquatic life, so that we can save the aquatic life. But unfortunately, the existing sponge in the market are difficult to dispose naturally because it use chemical that need a proper disposal method. So it requires additional disposal cost, as well as increasing the quantity of solid waste that needs to be disposed. So because of this problem, based on this problem, then that's why I came up with this idea to produce a product that I can make the sponge from a natural ingredient and safe to be used. It's called NATSPONGE. So actually, this idea came from a combination of my previous innovation product. So I have 2 previous innovation product, which is, the first one is filtering apparatus and Catapult Pro. So I will have a short explanation about this product. So the first one, which is the filtering apparatus, is actually a wastewater filter. That I filter the wastewater so that I can ensure that wastewater in the drainage system is clean and safe to the environment by using banana trunk as the main medium to filter the wastewater. And the banana trunk have the capability to absorb the oil from the water. And we have the other one, which is Catapult Pro. Catapult Pro, in the other hand, is actually a skin treatment product, which is the main ingredient. The domain ingredient I use is Terminalia catappa, which it have the capability to heal the skin problem or skin disease, where the catapult leaf as well known as a disinfectant and a booster to the fertility of aquatic life. And actually, for your information, in Thailand, they use this catapult leaf to treat Siamese fighting fish and to get the beautiful scale of that fish. And the combination of these 2 ingredients, which is the banana trunk fiber and catapult leaf, has made this product, which is NATSPONGE. Sponge, it actually a good sponge. It's an excellent product for filtration and suitable to use in the aquatic life farming industry. Okay, now let's move on to the objective. So the first objective is to use waste material and use a cheap material, and also use the material that can get for free. So actually, for your information, the ingredient which is we use the catapult leaf and as well the banana trunk, we can get it for free. It is actually abundant in Malaysia. Okay, for the second objective is waste sponge can be mixed with black soil and can be used as plant fertilizer. So we know that when we filter the feces of the fish, have the ammonia molecules, ammonia particles that contain nitrogen that can help the growth for the plant. So when it traps this kind of particle, we can use it as a plant fertilizer. So the third one is, which is the natural product. It is actually a natural product because we use all the natural ingredients. We also do not use artificial material. I think this is the most important thing. And the fourth one, which is, it is an eco-friendly, green-friendly, and user-friendly product. I think always it will help and safe to be. It also is safe to be used. And the last one is, it has many benefits and nutrients for the aquatic organism itself and for the environment. Now let's have a look to the difference between a sponge on the market and invention sponge, which is nut sponge. So this is a sponge in the market, the colorful one, and at the right hand side, which is nut sponge, is actually the final product of my product. So now I want to show the video, which is actually the video that's showing the process of making this product. So this is how we compress and making the the sponge looking shape. So this is katapa leaf, which is abundant in Malaysia. So this is the process of mixing two ingredients so that we can make the final product of nut sponge. Okay, so the first application of the product is we use it in the lobster farming project that use river water as a source of lobster pond. And after that, we get a good feedback from the project operator where it's saved on the purchase of the filter material. Nut sponge layer also have been found that it can trap dirt well, and it also no need to be washed as often as the regular sponge. And with the use of katapa leaf in nut sponge, the water quality has been increased, and it also increased the mortality of the lobster itself. So now this is our first study to study the effectiveness of the nut sponge. So we use in the red box, which is we use the nut sponge in the small aquarium. So now this is a video showing how the filter works. So this is our next study. At this time, we use larger tank so we can get the effectiveness better compared to the smaller aquarium. So just like I said before that we use this nut sponge in the lobster farm, this is the location of the real application. So this is a standard water quality specifically for the river water. So this is some of the lab tests that we get from the water that we filter with the nut sponge. So just I said before that this waste nut sponge after the maintenance can be used as a plant fertilizer because it traps feces that contain ammonia molecule that will support the growth of the plant. So the advantages and the impact of using our product are the most dominant one. It is a natural product and it do not use any artificial material because we only use natural ingredients using waste material cheap and sometimes available for free. It's also an eco-friendly and user-friendly product. The material used are proven, give many benefits and nutrients to aquatic life and for environment as well. And it's also a safe to use product because it is safe for the human, nature and aquatic life. And the last one is after use or need to be maintained or replaced, waste sponge can be mixed with black soil and can be used as plant fertilizer. So we can recycle the product and I think it is a very green product. So that's all from me. Thank you.